combination of light and image can always ignite boundless imagination of the people. In the West, the magic combination of light and image laid the groundwork for the birth of modern movie art. In the Orient, however, the legend of light and image was presented in a rather different way. A shadow puppetry folk art, piying, has a long history in China. Its history can date back to the era of Han Dynasty, when Emperor Wu asked magicians, Fang Shi, to recast the image of his loved concubine by using light and image after the latter's death. In Song Dynasty, shadow puppetry had its heyday in China, and shadow puppetry associations like Huige Shi, Association for Paint and Leather Arts, emerged during this period. In Yuan Dynasty, puppeteers were often summoned to play for the military, and shadow puppetry spread to Central Asia along the footsteps of Genghis Khan's troops, from where it further spread to the whole world. Shadow puppetry is similar with modern movie in terms of the way that certain images are presented. A shadow puppetry is generally staged on a white cloth, measuring 1 square meter, and cut-out figures, shadow puppets, often made with animal skins, are often placed in a translucent box. In the masterly operation and mildly singing of puppeteers, and between the interlacement of light and images, stories about emperors, generals, and ministers, as well as love stories, were told in a vivid manner. When a shadow puppetry is performed, the audience sits in front of the stage, i.e. a white cloth, while puppets are handled by puppeteers behind the stage. The most amazing part is that the colors of the puppets will not fade away through the white cloth, which lies between the shadow puppets and the audience. The secret has something to do with the unique processing procedure of the puppets. The animal skins that are to be made for the puppets is translucent after being specially processed, followed by procedures like enchasing and coloring. Enchasing can not only beautify the puppets, but also help avoid possible black shadow during performance. Gorgeous coloring can provide a dreamlike appearance for the puppets under the light. Similar to the roles in other traditional Chinese operas, the characters in a shadow puppetry include Shang, male role, Dan, female role, Jing, painted face male role, and Chou, male clown role. The hairstyle and dress of a female role often include paints like flower, grass, cloud, and phoenix, etc. In contrast, the hairstyle and dress of a male role are often dotted with images of dragon, tiger, water, and cloud, etc. To further demonstrate the characteristics of certain roles, some exaggerated artistic expressions can also be employed. For example, the face of an upright figure can be painted with 5 colors, while that of a crook will be painted with 7 colors. Albeit, the animal skin-made delicate puppets provide shadow puppetry an aura of elegance, the true fascination of shadow puppetry comes from puppeteers behind the stage. Setting the mood, conversations of characters, and development of stories all depend on the skillfulness of puppeteers. Puppeteers should not only be adept at handling the puppets, but also proficient in speaking, narrating, and singing. Moreover, they have to use their feet to play the drums and gong simultaneously during performance. Some very skillful puppeteers can even handle 7 to 8 puppets at the same time. When performing military stories, puppeteers can skillfully create very stressful circumstances, coupled with fast drum rhythm. The war scenario can then be vividly presented to the audience, who can see the hacking of swords and abrupt movements of characters. When performing civilian stories, puppeteers hope to attract the audience by their handling and singing skills. The audience can be particularly overwhelmed by their singing, which can be high-spirited or soft and lingering. Before the advent of the electronic era, shadow puppetry represented an art that was really ahead of its time. With a combination of light and image and its various tones, shadow puppetry provided a unique entertainment for people of different times. Shadow puppetry should have brought innumerable happy moments for our ancestors in thousands of years. In 2011, Chinese shadow puppetry was included in the list of intangible cultural heritage of humanity. Undoubtedly, the cultural heritage that shadow puppetry carries will continue to hold its charm in the years to come.